Dear God, on this 97th day of my awesome abstinence with commitment journey and day 7 of this 7 day special FLP journey, oh Father God, I thank you so much because yes, now I affirm, I acclaim, I celebrate that I'm a servant of God. And that, like Paul said in Titus 1 verse 1 to 4, mark a servant of God. It is such an honor to be called and chosen. It is such a grace to acknowledge that, to accept that, to submit to that call. Oh, Father God, it is just so wonderful. And for me to write about it today, to talk about it, to stand firmly into it, it can only be by your amazing grace. Yes, Mark is a servant of God. Whoa, when I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, a grown up, a woman, I put the ways of childhood behind me, just like Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13 to 11. In my walk with you, Father, I have been a child, I have drank spiritual milk, I have ate spiritual bread, and I still dabble, but I really, really, really am proud of my work in your service and how I have put your service above every other service I perform in this world. Father, it just amazes me, and I'm just so grateful for that fact. I used to wonder, but there's so many other people, why me? That's why I was doubtful, I was unwilling, I was all kinds of things, one foot in, one foot out. When you gave me this ministry in 2019, I was like, yeah, well, I'm just going to do it like that because I'm doing so many other things. But gradually, I came to realize I cannot do it like that. And so when you said you start to minister on IG Live twice a week, oh my goodness. I said yes, I put my hand on the plow. Remember, we signed this contract in 2020 with that book, No More Playing Russian Roulette, No More Bargaining with God is a chapter. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Yeah, give me the grace, tell me what to be talking about each time. And you've done just that. And then in February this year, it was time for me to go back to church, to a place where I can worship you in fellowship with my brothers. And I listened to everything there with rapt attention. Because although I'm a servant of God, I have to continue learning how to be a better servant of God, how to show you, manifest you, to speak about you with all that reverence in everything, especially as a mother, as a big sister, as a friend, everything. And hopefully as a wife too, to be, right, Father? So I really thank you. I mean, I look at how far I've come, even the lighting, the confidence, the message, everything. And soon I'm going to start being a mentee, a former one, under a great bishop of yours. I'm just so grateful for everything. And so yesterday I went to church and me with the color purple, which is the color of hope, with all my smile and everything. Sometimes people don't know what it is bubbling inside me. My goodness, this season of preparation, Father, I'm just so grateful. But even for the ministry, for those I already have, those who listen, those who watch, those who are inspired and motivated and encouraged, including myself, right? I'm just so grateful for all the angels on my path. I'm grateful for these 7 days. I'm grateful for the children, our children I'm praying for, right, Father? I'm just so grateful for everything, my friends and my family. It is such an honor to be your servant. And so in church, I also serve in whatever capacity I can, and I really just appreciate it. Yesterday, I wrote a review of our pastor's book, and oh wow, he loved it so much, and he mentioned it on the pulpit, right? And I really love that book, the gospel reminder. I mean, we've just gone astray so much in this thing. To have this kind of books is such an honor. The other one he also wrote was familiarity. I learned through all of those, not only the books I have at home and what I read. And yes, each morning once I get up, first thing on my mind is my prayers and my books. I continue to study, and I thank you for all those study sources. I really want to be that kind of servant who can deserve you saying at the end of it all, come and rest, my good and faithful servant. You have done your best. Like Paul said, he has run the race. Oh my goodness, I am just so grateful for it. And I just want you to continue helping me, Papa, and all other servants of yours, right? That we remember intentionally, consciously, that we accepted your call and your choice. And so we also have to keep dying to ourselves every day so that we can really be the best servants of yours ever.